Everybody, and a very good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us for our second offering this Wednesday. We are super excited for what has been a great day so far. Still to come later, beautiful beginning, 6 o'clock this evening. For those of you who are maybe new to the world of craft, certainly tune in for that show. But this masterclass is going to be immense. I'm super excited for it. Before we get into the bones of the show itself, though, don't forget over on the website right now, or you may not even know, we have launched our April Showers promotion. Doesn't sound that great, does it really? We think April showers? April showers? We don't want showers. I mean, even though it is raining again up here. Grim up north, as I say. It's not as bad as everyone says, though. Did I just say that? No, it's April showers on the website because it's raining deals. See, I turned it around. Yes, you're going to see a whole host of different deals over the coming days. Currently, If you click on .com.co.uk or .eu, you'll see the April showers page. Click on that and you'll find up to 50% off selected stamps and dies. So do make sure you check that out. It was very busy for the April showers yesterday. Today, though, we are super delighted, super happy. We've been very pumped, very excited because we are welcoming back into the Crafters Companion fold the one and only, the lovely, the super talented, and for those of you who didn't know about her earlier on this morning, if you watch Wake Up Call, you know all about her now, the wonderful Sheena Douglass. How are you after this morning's show?
I'm good. Ready to go. Come on, bring it on. I really enjoyed it, Ben. So thanks to you, team, everybody out there. It's fabulous.
I feel like you've properly sort of slotted back in, you're settled now, and it was nice, wasn't it? Because obviously I think lots of people came across who've watched you previously, but there were lots of new viewers, particularly our US viewers, who were seeing you for the first time, and lots of sort of hints and tips that you gave, and hopefully we're going to get lots more in this show.
Nah.
No? Thank you very much. That was Masterclass. We'll see you later. Goodbye. One or two?
Yeah. Sorry?
One or two hints or tips?
One or two.
Yeah.
2 max, maybe 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just keep throwing them in and we'll just, no inner monologue, talking and playing. It'll be great.
I'm super excited. If you are just joining us for the first time today, if you have never met Sheena before, then feel free to send in your welcomes. If you are super excited because you've followed Sheena over here, again, give us a little wave in the comments and let us know. We had loads of first-time Crafters TV viewers today as well, which was brilliant. Loads of you seeing Sheena for the first time as well. We've got Superstar Susie on the socials today. Already with us, Daisy Rivera is in from Barstow, California. Anita's in from California. Zoe's in from a wet and very windy West Sussex. Sarah joins us from Arkansas. So excited to see Sheena, she says. Charlotte Everett says, good afternoon, all my crafting lovelies. I'm so excited to see Sheena. Thea's in, hoi hoi, hoi hoi pipaloi. Thea's in from the Netherlands. Syl says, hi everyone from wild and windy London. Adriana joins us from San Antonio, Texas, in a training room. It starts in 1 hour, so Crafters TV time it is. A training room. What you're learning, or are you the learnerer, the trainer? That's not very good English, that is it. Melanie D says, good morning all and welcome back Sheena. Beverly Chester says, I love Sheena. I have several of her beautiful products in my craft stash and they are timeless. And Maria joins us again, says, blowing a hollow here in Evesham and tipping down, but the sun just came out with another show from Sheena and Ben.
Yay!
What I will tell you before we get into the demos and the fun is we are live and interactive. Ask the questions, send in the comments. We want to hear from you on the show. If there's anything that Sheena shows you and you need to see it again or didn't quite understand it, fire those comments in because that's what we're here for. What I will also say is it has been very busy. We did have a sellout in the earlier show. Things go in limited stock, so if you see something that you like, then grab it. The stencils you're going to see being used in this show, this was a 7-piece. But we've had, well, 3 members of the band have left, unfortunately. So we're now just down to the 4-piece stencil collection. No, the 7-piece collection sold out. So we're now just down to a 4-piece set. So if you want to jump in and grab this, I tell you what, the stencils were flying out of the door today. A, they are gorgeous, but B, I think it was more down to the fact that, you know, with sort of Sheena's teachings this morning, we found out that we could do so much more with stencils. A stencil is not just a stencil, it's so much more than that as well. And if you want to go back and see some of the demos that Sheena did earlier, of course, you can go back and watch them all on Wake Up Call. But that 4-piece stencil collection is $15.59 platinum. Really great deal, $19.99 if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum. It is an over 30% saving. And just to quickly show you, it says a 4-piece stencil collection, but you're actually getting more than that because these 2 stencils make up a pack, okay? So you've got those 2 beautiful 6x6 stencils which come from the Colour Your World collection. I think the most stunning butterfly stencil that we've done. And those hearts within the heart are absolutely gorgeous. Then you're going to get the 8x8. So this is like another 2-pack, if you like, really, with the beautiful bubbles, and then you've got the stunning balloons as well. The beautiful balloons, up, up and away in my beautiful balloon.
Yeah.
I feel like I can, I mean, not that I never feel like I can't sing here, but I feel like I can sing even more because Sheena's a self-confessed, likes a bit of a sing-song, so
I am indeed.
We're going to get on like a house on fire. Spots and dots. So these, again, only launched very, very recently on Crafters TV. So you get, again, 3 stencils within the actual set here. Your kind of big focal stencil, 8x8 stencil. Then you've got your little border strip. And then you get your sort of smaller kind of icon stencil, if you like. So you get lots within that. So that's 3. And then this beautiful, delightful butterfly set. Once again, with the 3 different stencils within it. On the boards there, we've actually used our glitter paste, which are out of stock currently. However, as you will see, and as you will have also seen already today, lots of different mediums you can use through your stencils to achieve some fantastic results. So all of those for £15.59 or £19.99 if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum. And just very quickly before we get started as well, did you say the plaid pads, Johnny? Yeah, you did. I'm not dreaming that. Directing from the floor then for a second. We have got the plaid pads brought to you yesterday by the plaid pad lads. I'm able to do it now. And the plaid pads, well, you were glad that we brought you the plaid pads because they aren't half bad, the plaid pads. If you didn't pick them up yesterday from the plaid pad lads, you can get the plaid pads today with 100 bonus points. It's the same deal that we launched these at yesterday. £20.78, $27.12. Very busy once again for these. 36 sheets within each of the pads. You're getting 12 designs, 3 sheets of each, and they really are gorgeous. Lots of different colours within these, lots of different colours as well actually in designs which will work perfectly for those more masculine makes. And actually, as we discussed yesterday, that's your blue plaid pad. Then you've got your blush. Lots of beautiful colours in here which will work right throughout the year as well. See some of these, like that particularly, it's sort of like a deeper sort of tone of your orange in there, which might work for those more sort of autumnal makes. But you then certainly have within the 2 some sort of lighter, brighter, breezier colours, which you could almost imagine on like a little picnic basket, going out for a nice little picnic with the family when the weather improves. £20.78, $27.12 for that 2-pack collection, and you will still get 100 bonus points as well, so worth stocking up. Particularly if you didn't grab these yesterday, they are flying out of the door. Let's get the details back up then for those amazing stencils. Already busy for these, and I think, you know what, if you haven't yet picked these up and it's inspiration that's stopping you from grabbing them today, I can almost guarantee that certainly by the end of this show, you'll have grabbed these because we are Inspiration a Go-Go today, and already 10% of the stock has gone. So enough whittering from me. Let's get over to Sheena, who is going to wow and inspire us, hopefully.
No pressure.
Do your thing.
Well, I'm very excited about this masterclass because I chose this as the masterclass. I thought stencils, it's so easy to overlook them. And they're phenomenal value because you couldn't represent a stamp the size you can get an image in a stencil.
Yeah.
The cost would be prohibitive, Ben. But with a stencil, you've got all that imagery, and if you just think about outside the box a little bit, add a little few extra elements or extra tweaks, add extra little doodles, add extra product, you can make all kinds of things with it. So we're going to go on a journey, if you will. And we're going to start off with baby steps. But baby steps, that still looks super cool.
It does.
How good does that look? And I have to say, I have to thank the lovely Debbie Durrant, or if she was in a guise as the best mate of Margot Ledbetter from The Good Life. Remember Margot?
I do remember Margot, yeah.
It would be Deborah Durand.
Oh, Deborah Durand.
Deborah Durand helped me with these prepararies. So, yeah, Deborah Durand. And it's fabulous, isn't it? Or Debbie Durand. So,
Deborah Durand.
So this is great because this shows you how you can make that repeated pattern stencil in the balloons here, this big background, into something completely different. It looked nothing like the background. So you've got kind of like a tiled pattern here with all kinds of different size balloons there. They're all different sizes. Fabulous, great if you just want to do an overall pattern, tape it down, ink it, fabulous. But if you want to be a bit arty with it, you can do what we're going to do. Okay. And what I've done to start with is I have masked off a good area there. It's kind of tricky to see because it's transparent. I've used the low-tack tape, the Crafter's Companion low-tack tape, and I've made sure that there's a good area, at least an inch around that stencil I've isolated that I want to use. Yeah. Because if I try and stencil just that, and I don't do that, I'm going to catch all those other ones. That's the first thing to do. Next thing is pick colours that are a colour palette basically, and I want bright and cheery. So we're going to go Back to the fuchsia again.
Hey!
We've got spring meadow, honey pot. We're going to have a little bit of Chinese red, and we're going to use some ocean blue. Now, we know that again, I've got to go back to how much I love these ink pads as well. If I just had one colouring product in my craft room and I could just have one range of anything, it would be these.
Why
If
so?
I couldn't have watercolour paints, if I couldn't have penny pencils, I couldn't have anything, I'd have these, because I can do so much with them. I can create backgrounds with the blending tool, I can stamp with them, I can drag out the line, I can take the ink out of them and paint with them like watercolours. I can mix them together to get an infinite number of colours, because technically all you need is a red, a yellow and a blue, and you've got your primary colours there. So you mix them together, you're going to get your orange, you're going to get your greens, you're going to get everything. But you've got a huge palette to choose from, and they're really, you don't have to mix anything. They're good to go. But if you want to, which we'll do a little bit of that as we move along, you can. So value for money as an investment on, again, if I was on that desert island, I can only take one colouring product. These are the ones.
There you go, Desert Island Crafts.
So what we're going to do, Ben, is I'm going to take this, the card, the multi-purpose card, and we are going to start just inking up the balloons. Now, remember what I said about when we were blending with the with the blending tool this morning. Always start with your lightest colour, because your lightest colour you want to retain the vibrancy of. You can darken any colour, you can darken anything, but bringing it back to its vivid, clean state, it's not going to happen. So put the light ones down first, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start with some honey pot, and we've got options now on blending tools. So these ones here, these rectangular ones, are great if you want to add a big chunk of colour really quickly. But you can, with a little bit of skill, also use them for smaller blending, which is what I'm going to do. And the benefit is as well, is I could use maybe, well, let's use that one. Let's put honey pot on this side, and we'll use the fuchsia on this side, because we can. So I'm going to pick up some colour here. Now, I'm going to change the balloons. I'm going to pop them in little quirky angles. Imagine the wind's blowing them. It's a lovely, lovely, not gale force day, a nice breezy day.
Just a nice breezy day with a bit of sunshine.
Yeah,
blue
big sunshine.
skies.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
And I'm going to come in from the outside. See how I'm just coming in from the outside and just pulling some colour in now. And now what I've got when I lift this up, don't want a solid colour, I just want a suggestion. When I lift that away, look at how that looks like a round balloon now.
It does.
See?
Preserve the highlight.
Trick of the art. Your highlight, it's naturally highlighted.
Yeah.
You haven't had to be arty, you haven't had to be, study art or do anything particularly clever. You're just using that same technique. So from the outside in,
such a clever
just pull the colour in like this.
Yeah.
Just go around the outside, and it's naturally shading that balloon and making it look so much more arty. We can do simple and it'll look great, or you can do a little bit of that extra flourish, and I think it looks amazing.
Blow me down, that's brilliant.
You like that?
I think that's very
clever. Are we on to a winner again?
Yes.
Phew,
you can come back next Wednesday.
I thought, the feedback from this morning was so good, but I was like, what am I going to do this afternoon? I got nothing left. So we'll just keep going. So it's exactly that. Just keep going, and you want some that are coming off the side of the card as well, so that they're kind of coming into the picture. And what I would say is always start off larger, and then you can trim down as well. So can you see how we've got little quirky little, the way they do, the balloons do. You know what? Can I share something? I'm a bit scared of balloons, Ben.
You're scared of balloons?
Yes.
What, the blowing
popping.
up of them, or the popping? Or?
Once I was a nervous child. What can I say? Once I got to this stage where I knew they were going to eventually pop, I just never enjoyed the pleasure of them.
Oh dear.
Because I knew it was inevitable.
That eventually they'd go.
Yeah, I was on a stage of high alert.
Oh no.
If there was a balloon there, I'm like, oh.
So you didn't go to many parties as a child then, or?
I didn't. I was a bit of a loner.
Oh no.
No. I like the cake, a birthday cake, brilliant.
Cake good, balloons no.
Sorry?
Cake good, balloons
definitely
no.
Cake. What? Cake, yeah.
Hey, cake. You want to stay away from me then, Sheena, because as I always describe, I've done many things in my life to a very average standard. One of which was children's party entertainer.
Oh, you did a balloon
for about
thing?
2 or 3 years, and I used to make balloon animals.
Oh,
So if I ever, most popular one I ever made, well, I always used to say to the kids, you can have any balloon animal you want, as long as it looks like a dog. So that was my little one. I could make a sword as well. And that was about it.
Brilliant. Yeah, can you imagine me? I would have had the kids, they would have been crying with me.
That's it. I had to, unfortunately, I had to stop making the balloon animals just for the cost of the balloons. But I suppose that's inflation for you, isn't it?
Oh, I'm getting wise to it now. I'm getting used to it, Johnny. I am. I'm ready. Yeah. So can you see how cool that looks? It's just but here's the fun thing, right? Where they overlap, they do what balloons do. You see one colour through the other. It's really simple. But watch, when you do this, because they are translucent, aren't they? You know, the nice, like, natural kind of balloony look. When you do this, you're going to get that orange where it overlaps. So it looks much more authentic, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Sorry?
It's so good. I'm just...
Thank you. Hey.
Hey, what? Oh! It's a long way across the studio. If you've never worked in before, Sheena's getting used to the distance, because normally, certainly when I've worked with Sheena previously, we've stood side by side. But here, it must be about half a mile across the studio. So you do have to enunciate and talk very loudly.
At least half a mile. Yeah. Can I say? It might be my age, Ben. I'm just saying. So what I'm doing is I'm cleaning that little mask I've created there, because I don't want some it to blend. And because if you remember, if we use pink and then we use green, we're going to get brown, aren't we? So I'm now just going to continue like this and carry on like that. And then I'm not going to do the whole thing. In fact, I've probably done more than I would intended to do, because I already had one that started. But that there, can you see how now we've got the green overlapping that one there?
Yeah.
It's pretty, isn't it? So
really
you can
good.
leave it at that, or you can continue like this one that I've just continued in, with different colours. But then what you do, you come back to your art liners. These are brilliant. So to make this look, you'd think the temptation is, like when you're back at school, if you're going to draw a line, you've got to draw a perfect line.
Yeah.
You wouldn't break the line. It would be absolutely perfectly outlined. Looks much better if you're messy with the line. It looks much more quirky and fun. So, for example, decide which one's going to be in the front and which one's going to be behind to start with. So you see clearly we've made this orange one behind, but I think it'll be in front, that one. So what I'm doing is I'm just drawing like straight lines like this and keep it really sketchy like that. And then we've got that balloon behind that one. And this one we'll draw behind that one. But look, even if it's like square, so if you're thinking, I can't draw a straight line, don't worry, you don't have to. Literally, the kind of quirkier, the better sometimes.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the bottom, you can just draw a little squiggle like that. You can even do a little loop. And then the fun bit is you just do a little string. And then it looks like your balloon is they're just drifting away. And it's just it's a fun thing. The kids could do this in the holidays. You could do this with them. And it would just, simple as that. So that there is about as clean a demonstration as we're going to get today. After that, we're going to be getting a bit more inky. But, and I just think it's really pretty where you've got them overlapping.
Yeah. Do you know what it is as well? And I think we saw this a lot on the earlier show, and it was... I can't remember the name of the lady that said it, but, you look at this as a finished piece and you think maybe, as not such an experienced crafter, you might look at that thing and go, there's no way I'd be able to do that. But then when you break it down, you show us it's very achievable for everybody.
Really, really easy. Absolutely. So simple. I mean, and that there, you don't even need to do too much there. And you could just do a happy birthday on that if you wanted anyway, Ben.
Yeah.
But to make it look a bit more, it looks very graphic and quite modern.
Yes.
Looking when you use that kind of broken different line.
Yeah.
And then if you want to make a little bit more, texture to it, you could always just pop a little bit of your ink down.
Yeah.
And we can do some little splatters and whatever with it. So pop that on there.
I get that you like your art liners as well, because I've seen these occasionally on our shows, but you've used them in quite a few demos, the art liners. Do you use them quite a lot, at home?
I do, absolutely. And it's, because, you can add to your stamps as well. If you learn to just draw simple little swirls or leaves, or just add little extra bits, you're making the stamps your own look completely different by just adding little tweaks. So you can just do a few little, splatters of colour like that. Use a bigger brush and tap it, and then you get much more control on the size little spots and things that that's gonna go on there. And there you have it. There's that from that to that. I'm gonna tidy up, and then we're gonna move on with the journey.
Fantastic little speed crafty demo there. The colours as well, if you excuse the pun, absolutely popping, weren't they? They really were popping off the page. But listen, isn't this great? We had like a full-on project earlier on, quick demo there, bit of speed crafting, absolutely fantastic. So many comments coming through again. Really lovely to see how busy we are with hundreds of you watching. Rebecca saying, love this, Sheena. I find different ways of using things out of our stash that look so different from the original. Great technique, says Sue King, to create those balloons. Love the tip on the balloons. How good was that, to get that realistic effect of the balloons? Melanie D, loving that. Denise says, I hate balloons too. When they pop, I almost jump out of my skin. I feel your pain, Sheena. And Christine Mahoney says, I hate balloons too. I don't mind seeing them, but don't want to hold them in case they pop. There must be a phobia name for balloons. We'll have to look that up. Lillian says, Ben, I hope you weren't dressed as a clown whilst you were making those balloon animals. That would be a phobia overload. No, I didn't. I just used to wear, I had a lovely selection of Hawaiian shirts, and that was my sort of get-up in the Hawaiian shirt. Hi from Sunny Hilliard, says Laurie, welcome back, Sheena. I love your expertise in crafting, giving light to new ideas to what we have in our craft rooms. Carol Kinsey says, sun's coming out in Altrincham near Manchester after a very wet morning. Sunshine in the studio too, because Sheena's here.
Oh, bless. Thank you, everybody. That's lovely. I'm really enjoying it. It's just kind of like, playing with friends, crafting with friends, and that's as it should be.
That's it. And a couple more. Donna says, loved Wake Up Call. Sheena is amazing. I know what I'll be doing every Wednesday. Andrew says, hi, Ben. Welcome back, Sheena. And Gillian says, hi, Sheena and Ben. I've been following Sheena since the early days, and I've been lucky enough to have done 2 workshops with her in Cheshire. I have boxes and boxes of her products already, but that doesn't stop me from getting more. If you do want to get more, remember these stencils. So hand-selected by Sheena, this particular collection. It was a 7-piece collection earlier, but it sold out. That's how busy we were on Wake Up Call this morning. I think potentially one of the busiest Wake Up Calls that we have done this year. So many of you tune in to watch. Once again, very, very busy across on the socials right now. You are going to get a 4-piece stencil collection, but it's more than 4 stencils. That's 1 piece that you're getting right there. Okay, so the 6x6 stencils, which came from the Colour Your World collection. There's beautiful hearts, and then that stunning butterfly. So that's 1 piece, which is 2. You're then going to get your bigger stencils from that collection, which is your butterflies, which is your balloons and your little bubbles in there. So those 2 come, so that's actually 4 stencils that you're getting, isn't it? And then you're going to get 2 other sets, which came from a very recent launch that we did here on Crafters TV, which is actually 3 more stencils. So you're actually getting 10 stencils in total within the delightful butterflies, your bigger sort of background stencil, if you like, really, with your icon, and then your beautiful little border, and then you've got that spots and dots as well. Once again, 3 stencils within that collection. Just also to mention that if you want to pick up, we've got like a full range of all of our ink pads over on the website. We've got a smaller bundle of the water reactive ink pads on the show for you as well. Busy for this. These aren't the colours that Sheena was using, but you can obviously find more of the water reactives across on the website, but we have a bundle of 6 here. So again, this is a 20% saving. Platinum price is £22.40, $34.40 if you're shopping in the US. You have got in there, oh, she's frosty. It's old Jade there, Frosty Jade. You've then got your, you've got your smoke. We haven't seen Frosty Jade for a while, have we? We've got your smoked pearl. You've got your pumice. You're also going to get within this set some more colours. So your damson wine is included. you've got your Spar Blue, and then you're going to get in there your anthracite as well. If you want to pop together your own collection, maybe you do want to pop together some of the colours that Sheena was using, check the website and just search for those particular colours. A couple of questions coming in, which we'll tackle in just a few moments' time. But the art liners, saw those this morning on Wake Up Call. Again, Sheena's been using these a lot today too. Just a really handy set to have within your craft room. You're going to get your 6 pens within this set. And I think, again, I've seen a lot of these being used from the finest of fine nibs. 0.05 is the finest nib that you've got in here, and it works your way up through your 0.1, 0.3, half, 0.8. And then your brush nib, again, really nice, isn't it? Just to see the little added embellishments that you can use with these. But if you like your calligraphy, if you like doing things like your Zentangle as well, these are absolutely perfect. But so nice just to add those little added touches and embellishments to your projects. A really nice set to go for today at a smash down price as well, because it's taking off 20%. And then if you're platinum, another 20% comes off. So if you are a platinum member, you're actually at £8.31, £11.51. A couple of quick questions, Sheena. Philip would like to know. He says, Sheena, can you stencil on vellum or acetate?
Vellum or acetate, yes. What you want to do is use a really dry product. So the enemy to vellum and acetate is moisture. Yeah. So if you're using ink, take off the majority of the ink and build it up really carefully. Yeah. Not too wet, or then it'll buckle. Okay. And Lynn, lovely Lynn, who's one of our newer viewers, says, I was just going to ask Sheena, which inks and colours should I start off with? I was at the door. What kind and colours did Sheena say, please? So Lynn's new. What inks and colours would you recommend? Right. Well, it depends what your budget is. And definitely the water reactive. Yeah. Absolutely. And you definitely would want a black. So you want I like the Noir black. Yeah. Another good one I love is Smoke Plume. It's very pale, neutral, kind of. It's not warm grey, it's not a cool grey. After that, if you want to be sensible, you could get like Honey Pot. Yeah. But then fuchsia is also really pretty. Right, so here's the thing. You've got me on another tangent now. That's fine. You've got time. I'm on now. Right, so you know when you mix colours. Yeah. And in school you've got your red, your red, yellow, and your blue. Yes. But then the new way to mix colours is what they call like the process colours. Oh. Think of your printer at home. Oh right, yeah. Look at all the skin tones and. Oh, right, I'm going to show you. Oh, we get a bit of improv now, is it? So... Just for you, this, Lynn. With these ones, what we call like the process colours, if you use something like they use magenta, cyan and yellow. Okay. Right? So the magenta would be something like fuchsia. Yeah. The cyan would be something like ocean blue. And your yellow would be something like honey pot. Yeah. And with them, you would mix all of your colours. So I would say... This is absolutely not... Because then you get all the colours on your printer, don't you, from absolutely. That? Look at what your printer can do with those 3 colours. And then some of them will have a black or a grey to add to it. Yeah. But with that, they'll mix... Let me find a piece of cord here. I've got piles of cord. Do you know what? That light bulb moment there, because when you buy your printer cartridges, you get your one black, don't you? And then you get your colour one. And those literally there are the 3 colours that are on the cartridge. So look, that's that pink there, but watch. You add your tiny little bit of yellow. Yeah. Right? And if you just add even less yellow, it changes into more of a red. How does that happen? Uh-huh. You're not supposed to be able to mix. No. I've defied the laws of science. You have? Yeah. The human printer, I'll call you. Oh, up's going to be down, down's going to be... anything could happen. I know. But look, you can just keep adding. And then you've got your greens, and depending on how much you add and how much you... Right? So what I would do, right... I would go, get your 3 colours like that. So if you want me to repeat them, do this. Honey Pot, Ocean Blue, Fuchsia, Noir Black, and Smoke Plume. Brilliant. Now, so here's what to do. This is nothing that we had planned, but it's a really good thing to know. And this is why I love the interaction. It's brilliant. So we've got blue there. Yeah. Do a triangle. Do your, that would be like cyan. This would be like magenta, but we're just... That's what they are at the minute. They're just those colours, your honey pot there, your yellow. And then in between, do kind of like 50-50. So for these 2, if you say roughly half of that and roughly half of that, and we put it there, we've got a gorgeous purple. I think purple's a pretty good colour for this. Yeah, not too bad for this place. And if you add this and this, then you're going to get your orange. Look at that. How have you got all those out of those colours? You know what you can do? If I said you could mix a skin tone out of this.
No way.
Yeah.
Come on then.
I might not be able to do it live on air. Just say, no, I think we can. I'm going to do it, right?
If anyone can, you can, Sheena.
I'm going to go for it, right? So let's mix this last one, which is the yellow with a touch. Always, the other tip is always start with your lightest colour and add the touch of the darker colour. So yellow being much paler. You know when I said it takes less of the dark colour to affect the light colour?
Yeah.
If it's the other way around, it just keeps going and going. So if you're going to mix a skin tone, normally the way to do it is normally if you start with a green and a pink. Now, I don't know if this is going to be, yeah, not quite, yeah, not of this planet, that one. Basically, right, we're getting closer now.
We are now, here we go.
Is it? But watch.
Ha! You've got like a full palette of skin tones there.
Yeah, yeah. That's, what, seriously, just get those colours there. 5 colours, then just add pretty colours you like to the mix after that.
We've got a 3 for 2 on those on the website as well. Just remind us of the colours again.
You want fuchsia.
Yep.
You want ocean blue.
Just go, what was the first one?
A back to.
Aye.
Ocean blue.
Yep.
Honey pot. Noir and smoke plume.
That is incredible. I'm seeing emojis coming up doing this. As much as that, I have enjoyed all of your demos so far. That is, I can't. Can anyone else process that? I just think that's incredible. And you just think, yes, your printer cartridges. Why have we never thought of that before? Because those are literally the colours. You get your black, then you get your colours, and those are the 3 colours on the front of the...
Yeah, and if you want to tone them down, mix a little bit of that smoke plume in them, and it'll make them more muted colours. You know, if you want to take reduce the chroma.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes, okay. And then you can just add a bit of that, and it'll just dirties the colours up a little bit. I can't remember what I was going to do now. Yeah, I can. I'm back
Goodness
to it.
me. Just whilst you're getting set, few comments. Absolutely wonderful to have you here with the Crafters team, says Eve B. I love the demos. I love you, Sheena, says Di Hedges. Carolyn Wilson says, be right back. I'm going to buy those Artliner pens immediately. I do Zentangle, so those are perfect. And everyone off to buy the ink pads now on a 3 for 2. Gemma Gregory just says, I've just tuned in, but who is this lady? Those balloons were amazing. Love all the tips, says Carol. Betsy says, this is amazing. Certainly, you guys are loving seeing Sheena. This lady, by the way, in case you're wondering, Gemma, is the lovely Sheena Douglass, who is back on the team, joining the Crafters team. We're super delighted. And with tips like this, I mean, you started high up. You've got to do this every Wednesday, Sheena.
Forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
So you started high.
I know.
So that's the standard now.
All right.
What we got up next then?
Right, so I thought we'd, these, I knew I had them there, and then I moved them out the way. That one and that one, we're going to do a variation on this. Now this is, I just think it's really effective. Right?
Yeah.
Because again, this is, in your starter set of ink pads, that background, we can do it. We're going to use monochrome. So what you need is we're going to be featuring noir black.
We're making the background?
Yeah, we're doing the background. Yeah. Whoa. And then we're going to do the, we're featuring the Artliners in this demonstration for the foreground as well. Those little grasses, wildflowers, we're going to do some of that. We're going to also bring in the acrylic pen set with the white acrylic pen in it, which I will find it in a minute. And then on top of that, whatever you want to use to embellish it, we could use the shimmer ink pads if you want, or you could use your water reactive and then put some sparkle pen over it, whatever. But for these ones, I've used the shimmer ink pads, but it's up to you what you want to. But if you're just starting off with that basic kit, you could colour those elements in and bling them up with a sparkle pen, whatever. But it's the background we're going to concentrate. So not even a stencil, because I know those stencils are going quick again.
They're flying.
And they went really quick.
20% gone now.
I'm thinking ahead here. So we're not even using a stencil for this one, for the background. We're going to use some torn paper. So all you're going to do is get yourself some of your really nice all-purpose card again, that fabulous card, and find a piece of old card that maybe a colour you're not feeling the love for, and then tear it in a creative fashion.
Okay.
You don't want a straight line. Try and tear it so that you've got. I can't even tear that. That's a bit sad, isn't it? That's quite weak.
Not had your Weetabix today.
And so just even if you want virtually a straight, flat foreground, just tear it a little bit so that it's a little bit wibbly wobbly. And all of these are now becoming your hills and mountains and backgrounds. So this is where we're going to have to look at controlling this ink. Anything that we do here, you can change it. Monochrome could be all purples, could be all blues, could be whatever. We're going to use the black for this because I like that contrast of the pop of colour against the background. But then, if we've got time, we could do it with colour as well. We could do a colour version. We'll just we'll have a play. So I'm going to look at So let's use these blending tools now. Oh, should we do a bit of special effect? These are really good for giving an effect of rain, a bit of precipitation. Because sometimes, you want to, if you've got an umbrella, like a stamp or a die, it looks really cool if you can do something like that. We'll do a bit of that,
With precipitation.
Right. Sorry?
Precipitation, did you say?
Precipitation. Yeah, yes. What was that now?
What? Rain!
Rain! So what I'm going to do, now if you've got card that doesn't play nice, I was saying earlier, if it's not like as good as this card and it's grabbing the paint a bit, the ink a bit, these ink pads have been formulated to have, the technical term is have a long open time. That's the term, which means that they'll stay wet long enough to blend over the surface of the card. That's how you get that really nice blend, and why it's easier to get like a transition and a graduation than if you're painting on a wet product, which can be quite tricky. But what you can do is, if you want to extend that a little bit further and make it a little bit paler, we can splodge some of the ink out. This is just glycerin. This is just regular glycerin, nothing fancy, just ordinary glycerin. You can get it. Glycerin, they put in hand creams, they put in makeup products. And the first time I tried this and I discovered this was a great way to go was after I used glycerin for a technique making faux leather, which was way back when I first joined with crafters, and it was so popular. But can you see how, because I've added that glycerin, it's not necessarily black, it's more of a grey. So this is a great thing for that basic kit you've bought as well. Yeah. And then I can just blend it out like that. And if it's getting a little bit grabby there, that's okay. We can just keep going and just keep blending and blend that out. And if it isn't blending as well as you think, see there now, just keep going and you'll get it blended. And we don't want it too much because I don't want it to look like it's too bad a day. Yeah. Being from the north of England, this is like, that's what it's like outside now. It's like that. Exactly. I'm used to that. But we can always darken it. Now, the next thing to do is we want to bring in the hills and to create the effect of what we call aerial perspective, right? Because with perspective, things get smaller when they go back. I always think of Father Ted and the cow. This one's close. That one's far away. Right, so when things are in the distance, obviously they're smaller. And also lines converge. If you think of a railway track. Yes. That's the thing. Oh, and that gets horrible in art when they teach you all this perspective. Oh, it's hideous. So don't go there. But there's another thing called aerial perspective where things get paler, right? You get more muted. Colours go, think of the Lake District. Every time I go to the Lake District, it's raining. I don't know, it's just me. You don't want to go when I'm there. And it's literally, it's muted, the colours are faded, it's a little bit, not sharp edges. That's what we're going to do. That's what we want to achieve. So we're going paler for these hills as well. So I will bring a little bit more of that glycerin in. So we're starting off pale in the background and coming up darker in the foreground, because that's what the foreground does. When you come to the foreground, it gets more intense, the colour, and it gets much more the lines are sharper.
How much glycerin are you popping down? Is it just like
Just
a
about
pea size?
a small pea size.
Right.
Tiny little bit. That didn't come in that bottle, by the way. That's something I just put my glycerin in.
Right.
You usually come in a bigger bottle than that, but that just makes it. So now we've got some hills in the background like that. And you can just turn them around and keep moving them. And then we might think we'll come a little bit further down. Let's maybe do it a little bit of an angle that way. So now we're going to go in again. Maybe I'm going to still go with the glycerin because it's giving me that little bit more control.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going to save that much more dark, impactful colour for the foreground. So going along again like that. And this time it's okay if it's a bit darker. So a little bit more on there. And we're just going to build it up like that. So now we've got a really pretty scene there. And then we can change. We're splashing out. We're changing the card.
Oh, look at us.
Get me. And then we can make this one. We'll make it... we'll not maybe put much more glycerin in there, but you see how little ink we used as well by just taking a little bit out there. Probably use a little bit more now, and I think I'm going to go to my ink pad and pick up directly now because I've taken most of that glycerin off that blending tool, so I'm not worried about it, you know, affecting the integrity of my ink pad or anything. Literally, and this is now where, when you're not using the glycerin, you've got to get this ink on there so that it gets a level of saturation to blend out really smoothly. But again, I'm not worried about that because that's about as much as I want. So now we've got a scene like that, but we can make it better.
Incredible,
right?
yeah.
First thing we'll do is we'll make some bits darker. So I'm taking this tool here and I'm just going to flick up like this at the bottom. And if you are lucky and if you catch the side of this, it can start to look like the base of grasses or just some more dense foliage. With other colours against a background, you'll see it happen a bit more. Can you see it's dragging up a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's the same way we do rain. I'm going to do that on the other. This one we're going to have a sunny day, but the other one we'll do a bit rainy.
And are you just using the edge of the tool
I'm
here,
using the edge of the tool, yeah. So for blending, you want to avoid the edge if possible. You want to keep it like pretty flat as much as you can. For effect, you can use the side of it like this, and it just starts to give an impression of maybe some dense foliage, a bit more of a regular foreground, you know. Like it would be heather and things like that if it was up, you know, Scotland way and a bit of bracken and things like that. Now, shall we continue?
Absolutely, let's continue,
I'm going to get a piece of clean kitchen paper now, and clean water, which my water isn't, so I'm going to use that water there. And one of the larger brushes, let's use that one, just use the flat one. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to just do circles, big circles like that. And then some littler circles and just drag it out. And then blot. And you're going to start creating clouds. Now this would be more apparent if we went darker, but it's depends what kind of day you want to kind of represent. If you want it to look sunny or you want it to look, you know, cloudy, it's up to you. And I'm going to show you the other way as well on the one I've got prepared, where you can make it look like it's kind of raining as well. So can you see how we've got the clouds just
so clever,
simple as that? Yeah. And if we want those a little bit more intense, what we'll do is when that's dry, we can use a little bit of that the white acrylic pen on that. Right, so moving on. Let me show you this one. I've got a background prepared here. Right, we haven't got that it blended at the top, but I think we can probably still show you the effect. It would look better if it was blended a bit, but let's show you a little bit of make it look what I mean about the rain bit. So if you start to drag down like this, and you keep it straight like that, and you've already blended part of that sky, and you drag down, it looks like bleaching kind of rain weather. Can you see the secret to this, success for this, is keeping it parallel, keep the line straight, and keep it, and so you just build it up as much as you want, but straight lines like this.
Do you know what? Producer Johnny just took the words right out of my mouth. I've never seen like so many different techniques been achieved with one blending tool. just depending on how you apply
Yeah.
the pressure and which part of the tool you use. It's incredible what you can achieve with just one tool, Sheena.
Yeah, well, it's just using it, this now is using it on the side, no water, no glycerin for this one, and then just keep catching the top if you want. It looks more like it's falling if you make it darker at the top. It's strange. And then you've got that really atmospheric, really stormy scene going on there. There you go, bit of Spielberg himself.
It's incredible. Producer Johnny, it takes a lot to wake him up, I tell you what. And he can't believe it in there. He's like, this is proper mental like. Producer Johnny is falling off his chair, and he's known Sheena for many a year, so it takes a lot to impress him.
Yeah, I think you deleted for the sake of, like, you know, like well, I'll compartmentalise and lock that away. But so we've got the foreground almost ready, and then what we'll do is we'll come to the pens, okay? So what we're going to feature here more than anything is the brush liner, and we want a thicker line here, so maybe the 0.8. So to make this look so that it's really like kind of stronger, so long lines like this off the side. So you might want to, if you're catching it's going a little bit wibbly wobbly when you're doing this at the bottom, you could always trim off the bottom a little bit, because you kind of want to start off the card and come into the card, and make it look like you've got different directions and different angles, and all you're doing is lines, and lift it up just before you finish the line, and you get more of a tick, more of a kind of graduates to kind of a point, and you can even make it higher at one side. You might want to make this so it's coming over a little bit more, and you've got more going on there. See how we've got this? So now we've got a scene, and we haven't even used a stencil. We've just literally done that.
That's amazing.
The next thing is the brush marker. This is where now we're going to...
Johnny's just saying, producer Johnny, you're two hobbits short of Mordor there. That's it.
So now you can make this look so that you've got... So now you can make these leaves look so that they're more like this. So you see how now we've got the brush pen, and now it's becoming, we've got the finer grasses, the finer foliage, filling that in, and now we've got this just so heavy pressure, then lift up, and if you want to do so that it looks like it's falling over, you can just pull it down, so up and then down, and just let down, and you've got all of these leaves, and you can make it as dense or whatever at the foreground. But just the pens, just flicky kind of marks with the pens. And then if you want to make it look like grasses, this is where you're going to use your brush liner, and it's actually easier to just add little bits like this, see? And again, it can be it could be like a grass seed head, it could be you know, again, the lavender, it could be corn or you know, wheat or whatever in the field, depending on how you do them. But just keep it random. Don't want them spaced out too evenly and too perfect. If you have a little gap in between them, it looks more authentic. We have one coming over here. And what we've done then is we've created a backdrop for your stencil mean feature image. And just with the minimal amount of product, but good product, and just a little bit of tweaking on how to use it. On this one, can you see I've added a little bit of a highlight? That's where my pen would come in. I don't know where I've put them.
It's all right, I can give you one from over here if you like. Is it the acrylic paint, the white one?
Yes, thank you.
I'm coming over.
And so what you're going to do with these is, this is fabulous, thanks
You're
Ben.
welcome.
This is a acrylic paint, so again, you want to shake it, always need to shake it, and I'm going to take a little bit of paint out and I'm going to put it on with a brush. It's just because that's what it is, it's paint. So you've got paint. If you want to travel, if you go away on your holidays or away, whatever, you can literally just, you've got your pen there, and then you can pop it on with a brush, and just little dots make it look like I'm not painting, I'm dotting. I'm just putting little dots along those little seed heads that I've just created. You could even, if you dropped a bit of this, it could look like little daisy type things in the foreground as well.
Oh, yes. This is incredible.
And you've got a really pretty scene to then put your butterflies on, and they're going to be happy. It's like a lovely, happy meadow there. The ones in the other one, those beautiful butterflies, not so much.
No.
Wings are a bit wilted.
Yeah, a little bit.
Bit weather beaten. Happy butterflies in that one. So that there is now ready for the next bit.
Well, just whilst we get ready for the next bit, can I just read a few comments here? I have never, ever seen so many comments of people who are saying how mesmerised they are. The tuition is priceless, says Olga. Thank you. Wow, Sheena, says Rebecca. Trying to finish my samples, but I can't take my eyes off the screen. Fabulous effects, says 22 Terry. Make it look natural. Terry needs to get out of the car, but she says the car's going to have to wait. This is such a fabulous show, and I cannot take my eyes off the screen. Video saved, says Rosalind. I have a Sheena folder. Sheena is the best inkets in town, says Shadiah. So many. Betty says, mesmerised. Sheena, you're amazing. Terry Anderson says, remember how much we learned with the Academy of Colour? Leanne Chivers, we need Academy of Sheena Douglass by Spectrum Noir and Crafter's Companion. Loads of love for the use of monochrome coming through. I'm loving watching Sheena, says Robbie. This is the first time I've seen her demonstrate. I have several of her stamps and dies, but I'm learning so much today. I'll definitely be saving the videos. Glenys Tsimirski says, I could watch Sheena all day. I'm inspired. She is on all day. She's here till 8 tonight. Sit back with us, relax. More shows coming up from 6. I'm gobsmacked, says Lynn. What a dramatic and exquisite scene coming to life, says Gilmore. OMG, Sheena, you are incredibly talented. Sarah says, blimey, where has this lady been hiding? She's great. And Gilmore says, hello. It doesn't look like I'll be chatting much on Wednesdays from now on. I'm totally engrossed in Sheena's magic. And Denise Stars has sent 7 head-blown emoji things saying, my mind is absolutely blown.
Oh, well, thank you. Because, I love to show you things that you can do with... A product's only as good as you know what you can do with it. And the more we can show you that you can use with great quality, you can't achieve that with inferior quality.
No.
You need the quality, and then it makes this kind of thing easy and achievable. And if it's not working, sometimes it's not you. The card might be wrong, the inks aren't the type of inks that are going to let you blend, but these are absolutely spot on.
Talking of card, Kathy was just asking what type of card that you're using there.
It's that, I keep forgetting. The multi-purpose, that's the one. Yeah, working a treat.
And Carmen just saying, could I use the round blending tool?
Yes, absolutely. To be honest, I use the round blending tools. That's my go-to. They're my usual blending tools. You can actually get that rain effect with the round ones, but it's not as easy.
Yeah.
Those rectangular ones, really, because they're angular anyway, you've got that straight line to follow, and that's what you want to make it look more authentic. With the circular ones, it's a little bit more difficult to achieve that. But yeah, this is why, and you can't have too many, and I wash these little sponges as well. So I don't know if you do, I wash them.
Oh, you can put them in a little bags, can't you?
I just put them in the sink with a little bit of dishwashing soap and squeeze them and rinse them and put them in front of the window to dry. That's it.
Easy peasy.
Good. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your tips and tricks, says Elizabeth. Anna says, I love it. Welcome back, Sheena. I'm so glad you're back. You are such an inspiration. And Louise Ditch is saying, brilliant, Sheena. So mesmerising. Incredible demo. Thank you. Are we going to go on to the next bit? Here we go. Back to you.
Right, brilliant. So what I've gone to next is back to the balloons. So you know what? This is getting less and less tidy as the day's going on. Probably not see me shortly. They just like it like that. Be like head above it. So back to the balloon. So now this time I'm using the balloon again, and what I've done is I have still used that masked one. But what you could do if you're not going to use this whole masked one and the whole background, you could mask different sizes. So mask that medium one, mask around that, mask around, or actually it's easier. I don't know why I'm saying that. Just put the thing down, get your shimmer paint. Maybe we'll try let's go with the raspberry there. And I'll go with the, don't know where I've put my round ones, let's use a little spongy one instead. And then you're going to just ink up your balloons with your shimmer paints.
Oh,
so
yes.
just ink them up. I'm not getting too fancy with blending, shading these like we did for the ones at the start.
No.
I'm just really wanting a good covering of shimmer on this. You can blend and you can get it a little bit if you want, but I've got a little tip with that as well. So just splodge through about 3 different colours, different sizes, and continue like that. And then you can cut them out, which is what I've done next. So that will pop that there. Pop that to one side. So these are ones that I've got next. Now, there's a couple of ways you can add the highlight on this one.
Yeah.
And before we do the highlight, let's darken that. So back to the black, back to black.
Huh?
There's a song there.
There is a song there.
And I'm going to go around the outside just a little bit, not too much, just a touch, because we haven't shaded these balloons, but we can, because that's a dark background. It's monochrome and it's quite strong, the ink. So we can get away with making this a little bit darker like that, but not too bold. We don't want to make it, you know, dark green. We just want to give it a little bit of shading on it. So that's what you would do with your balloons you've prepared. And different sizes work better for this. So, you know, a large and a medium and a small. It's nice to give it that look of like perspective going on. Bear with, I do have some cut out. There's another one. I'll have to find a small one. That one will do there. So just about 3 colours. You don't need every colour going to do that. So,
Yeah.
And just the smallest amount of black. Just catch the edge of this, and it kind of defines the line a bit. Gives them a bit more definition. Then we're going to use that marker, and we're going to pop a little highlight on it with a marker. Simple as that. So there's more way than one way to get the highlight on the balloon.
Yeah.
So we'll take these, we'll pop that there. We'll get that paint marker back, which is just here. And then what you're going to do is just draw just a little C like that. Okay? That's it, just a little tick.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then another little, like that. Another one, just like that. And then really little baby one. Like that. And then you've got the highlights on them.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to stick these, but you can. What I would do, actually they would look really cool on a really blustery day, wouldn't they? If we say we'll put them on this one, I will do this actually. If you pop them like that.
Oh, they're gone, aren't they? On that day.
That.
They're flown.
They've absolutely. There you go. Absolutely blowing a gale, man, like that, like this. So maybe have them so that, you know. And then this is where, again, you want that that little string where you're going to draw around them, and you're going to do something like that kind of thing. Can you see? So that looks like the wind is blowing the balloons away.
Brilliant.
But obviously we'd have that against that really pretty background, but we're going to put the butterflies on that once I have a tidy up, Ben, if that's all right.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Do you know what? I'm as mesmerised as you guys are. I mean, literally, this is brilliant. This is a masterclass, isn't it? This is a masterclass right here, right now. I love it. Welcome back, Sheena, says Anna. I'm so glad you are back with us. Thank you for sharing all your tips and tricks. I love these art tips. Even keeping Ben mesmerised, says Val. Have you ever heard me so quiet? Seriously, it's brilliant. Michelle Gibbs says, hi, Ben and Sheena from a rainy Blythe. Wow, Sheena has just brightened my day. She is amazing. OMG, Sheena, you're fabulous, says Sonia Parker. What a fantastic effect with the black. I've so missed seeing you. I'm glad you are back. Laurie Barnett says, this blows my mind. Pamela Greedy says, this is incredible. Meave Stevens says, I wasn't going to buy anything today. However, after watching Sheena, I've blown up the budget. Don't worry about the balloons getting blown up. The budget's gone. I'm saving the show, says Tracy. Sheena, you are incredible. Maria Cooper.
Oh, you're back again.
Simon the Builder has down tools and got his feet up watching you, Sheena. He's blown away.
Who is?
Simon the Builder.
Oh, really? Oh, brilliant. Oh, who's there? That's good. We've been waiting for Simon to arrive. We had a bit of work. We've been waiting. Yeah.
Simon the Builder says, you are a legend. You have him mesmerised. He says, can he have a hello, please?
Hello, Simon the Builder. Get that window fixed, Simon.
Come on, Simon.
I'm sick of hearing absolutely just on about it all the time.
You've watched for a bit, Simon. Now, come on.
Yeah.
Cup of tea down, and you go. Gilmore says, I'm in constant awe. Wednesdays have never looked this awesome. This is every Wednesday, by the way, forever. You need to be putting it in your diary. She's not going. We're locking the doors at the end of the day, and then we will pop Sheena away until next Wednesday, and then we'll get her out. There's a bed in the green room, so you don't need to go anywhere.
I did.
Yeah,
you only told me so much.
Didn't read the small print. Yeah, 8 o'clock tonight. We're going home. Sheena, we're locking her in the green room. And Philip says, so the bank account's on a highway to hell, and hopefully it won't be long until it's back in black. Well, I tell you what, if you have got items in your basket right now, you need to be checking it out. We're so busy. 25% of the stock of the rejig bundle of the stencils has gone. Things are flying. Those art liners are disappearing. Whatever you've got in your cart, in your basket right now, get it checked out. And we will come back in about 3 or 4 minutes' time with even more inspiration on what has been an unbelievable show. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben, you didn't
It was better than your arm and no when I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we flip that? We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Busy day. We were just looking at the time. Cannot believe we are already 8 minutes into the second hour of the show. Sheena's going to be back tonight. Beautiful Beginnings from 6 o'clock this evening. Going to be having a look in that show at the Sarah's Signature Sent with Love box. That's coming up. Some card demos, and also your opportunity to have a bit of a chit chat. We will be going into Essentials Corner. It's my Johnny. It's my He's just gone. He's gone. He likes Essentials Corner late because he just likes to go and sit down like, man. I do like Essentials Corner because we go and sit down on the comfy sofas, but it's a nice sort of half hour, 45-minute segment where I sit down. He's on 45 minutes, more like 20, where you can ask any questions, which, maybe in a normal show you might be a little bit too scared to ask, but anything you like, anything as simple that you think is simple, you think, oh, I don't want to ask it on Beautiful Beginnings, and anything you want to, ask about Sheena, if you've seen her for the first time, want to find out more about her, we will talk all about that later on. Eleanor says the balloons look like they got away, absolutely. And Alex Beckrose says, I am loving the show. A few quick deals before we get back to some more demos, because I know that's what you want to see. Cardstock, Sheena has been using the white multi-purpose card. So this is pretty much your go-to for everything, really. It's a nice weight of cardstock as well, 300 GSM, so you can use this for your card bases, construction weight cardstock, but does exactly what it says on the tin, really. White multi-purpose cardstock, so you can use it for your stamping, you can use it for your colouring. Someone was asking earlier on about Nina cardstock as well. I suppose that is more specific to your alcohol colouring, but if you didn't have any of that, you could get away with it on your multi-purpose. So it's just a really great all-round cardstock. Same again, the matte black cardstock, again, kind of craft room essential. This also 300 GSM. Really nice if you're picking that up today with any of the metallic ink pads that we've got on the show, or metallic markers that we were looking at a little bit earlier. Things like the metallic flip markers that we've got coming up as well, perfect. And then some of our Centura Pearl. I cannot remember a show where I've actually brought you the Centura Pearl in black. I very, very rarely see this. It's a lovely bundle.
You'll have to ask Leanne Chivers about the Centura Pearl. The story, yeah. Did she tell you about it
not
when we
me.
were sharing the room? And well, we were sharing the room, and we were talking. Well, you imagine that Leanne and I, there wasn't much air left in the room.
No, I can imagine.
And we were just going to sleep, and she said, "Oh yeah, because we've got the black Centura Pearl." And I sat bolt upright in bed. I went, "What, black Centura Pearl?" I was so excited at the prospect of black Centura Pearl. It's so sad, but we didn't get out much at that point, even less than now. And but it is such a lovely card to use, and absolutely will be perfect for what I'm bringing to you next week.
Oh, a little teaser there.
I am going to be painting on said black Centura Pearl.
What?
Yep.
And I'm not even blooming here. I'll have to watch the show back on YouTube or Facebook. Yeah, Sheena's here every Wednesday, by the way, in case you didn't know. $15.99 for all of that. It's 110 sheets of cardstock in total you're getting there, which is fantastic value for money. You're getting 60 sheets of your white multi-purpose, 40 sheets of your matte black, 10 sheets of that black Centura Pearl. So $15.99 or $19.99. Next up, the metallic flip markers. These are absolutely amazing. I'll show you the colours of your flip markers. Again, don't ask me how these work, but you lay these down, right? And then depending on how the light catches them, you get that different look. It is incredible. So we're going to bring you these in your Cosmic Wonder, and also, so this is your natural world, your sunset, your moonlight, rainforest. Look at the difference of colours in the rainforest. That's incredible. You've got the prairie and the marine and the reef. And then alongside that, you'll also get your Cosmic Wonder. These, by the way, also bring to you those acrylic paint markers. I don't have, because I popped those over the other side of the studio to Sheena, but you do get the gold, the silver and the black in there, don't you, alongside that white pen, which is the one that Sheena was using to create the highlight on the balloons there. So those are included within this bundle, and it works out that you get those for free within the set. But that is £23.98 or $31.98 if you want to add those into your basket today. And then also we have the stamping platform. Stamping magnet, well, I say the platform, it's the 8x8 stamping platform and magnetic base, the one which has flown out of stock, well, quite frequently recently. We've somehow managed to claw some of this back from other parts of the business to bring it to you today. This will not hang around. Last look on this, I think we had 48 available. We will have less than that now. These are brilliant. The biggest stamping platform that we do, 8x8 in size. You've got your metric and imperial measurements on here. Perfect for doing things like your layering stamping, perfect for doing your batch stamping, perfect as well if you are quite new to stamping and you're worried about getting that precise, perfect stamp each and every time. You almost don't have to worry about it with this, because the way this works, the way that the everything aligns up, the feet that you've got, the spring-loaded feet that you've got, align up and fit perfectly into the base. Even if you don't get the perfect stamp first time around, you'll get it the time after, because it's not a case of you then having to kind of, oh, I can't line it all up. You're simply just re-inking your stamp and going back in again to get that perfect stamp second time round. But like I said, great for layering, great for batch making as well. Quick, easy to use, and of course you've got that magnetic base there as well, which makes it an even more joyful experience. Now, not just the stamping platform magnetic base, we're going to give you a selection of your blending tools in here as well. So a lot of the tools that you've seen Sheena using over the course of the day today, we've got your square blending tool, it's a rectangle. That comes as a 3-piece because you get the actual tool itself and then the 2 heads. And then when we give you 10 replacement heads in there as well. So plenty of different heads for all of the different colors you're going to be working with. Again, lovely selection here because we're going to give you 4 of your blending sponges as well, and we're giving you 4 of those misters. Great for doing all of those watercolor techniques with. £27.19 or $43.19 if you're a platinum member for all of that. As I say, we are quite limited in stock when it comes to the stamping platform, so very, very quickly you need to be getting that in your basket. Sheena, it's wonderful to see you and watch your talent. Absolutely brilliant, says Linda Harris. Deb Sneary says, told my hubby no more work will be done on Wednesdays. I'm watching Sheena. Yes, just strike Wednesdays off in the calendar. Lindsay says that stamping platform is a game changer. And Gilbert says, is Ben going on holiday? Again, lol. Not officially on holiday next Wednesday, just elsewhere. Because I'm actually in, can you believe this? And before the jokes start, I'm coming in Sunday this week as well. So no, I am in on, George, don't sound so surprised. I'm coming in Sunday, so I've got a day off on Wednesday for that. Right, let's get back to it then. Back to Sheena. What are we going to see for our next demo?
Well, I thought I'd mix it up a bit. We'll come back to the little butterflies.
Yep.
But you mentioned those fabulous Crazy Cat pens.
The Crazy Cat pens, yes.
And I thought we would do a little bit of a demonstration with that to show you how you can use them in conjunction with your water reactive ink pads.
Excellent. The Crazy Cat pens, by the way, you can see they're the flip markers, but we like Crazy Cat.
Yeah. So what I've got is I've taped down this huge butterfly here.
Yep.
Butterflyzilla, we called it.
Butterflyzilla,
that's
huge.
From this other set, which is all in the bundle. Absolutely fabulous. I'm so pleased that these are the ones in the bundle that we can still offer because they're so usable.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm going to stencil through this aperture, just really easy. Now there's like, nothing new there, Douglas, nothing, and you're right. This is straightforward, what you would imagine, all right, stenciling, that's it, we're stenciling. But we're using black, and we're using the Noir black. And I'm just going to continue, even though it's like, yeah, we know how to do that. But I want to show you how to make it look less stencily.
Oh, okay.
And then use it as the main huge focal point for another card, and it works great against that background we've just created as well. So the thing is the background we created this morning, that could be the backdrop for any of these things that we're using now, the balloons, the butterflies, the large butterfly, any of that. or the background that we've just created with the monochrome, also brilliant. So once you have, you know, the ability and the knowledge and the confidence to create a few certain types of background, you just mix and match after that.
Yeah.
And that's it, that's how it goes. So I want this really nice and dark, so I'm applying quite a bit of ink there. And then we're going to remove that, and I'll show you how we're going to make it look less, because with stencils you have to have these things that they call bridges, or everything just fall out the middle. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm going to take that away, you'll see, and I'm not worried that I've caught a bit around the outside because I'm going to cut it out. So all the bits that look, give it away as a stencil, you see this bit here?
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly there, and here, and in the body of the butterfly there where the wings join. So what I'm going to do then is take my black ink and use as little water as I can on my paintbrush and just bridge those little gaps there.
Oh, that's a great
okay?
idea.
And you might have to just go over a couple of times because it is going to be slightly dilute compared to the ink that's the direct ink. So again, just to pop that up, gone a little bit out there, but it doesn't matter because you can just drag that down. Just fill in those little bits there, like that. And as I said, you might have to go over those bits again when they dry, but once they dry, it layers up really well, this ink. It, if you heat set it,
Yeah.
you can go over it again and it'll not lift up the ink that's already on the bottom. So that there and here. So can you see, just look at all those little bits that give the game away as a stencil, and then it could well be a stamp or a die or anything. And it's so easy to cut out. Oh, and also, I wanted to just show on telly, and you know when you just lose words and you forget?
All the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I call these antlers. Yeah.
Antlers?
Antlers, yeah. Yeah.
You got
Actually
me struggling
do.
to think what they are. Antennae.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, antlers. That's sad, isn't it? But there you
Well,
go.
easily done.
But there you go. It's not the worst I've done.
No.
I once did a die cutting show where the whole thing was like, oh, big weekly deal, whoa. And I forgot to put the card in the machine. It was a big reveal at the start of the show. Look, woo! Oh, the card was still sat there.
Ah.
Yeah.
Never mind. We've all been there. Done stuff like that.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So, what I'm going to do, I'm moving along. We're moving across to now cutting that out. So imagine that's now been cut out.
Yep.
And we now have a lovely, glorious butterfly that we can start to colour. And well, I'm running out of
Ooh,
room.
wow.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this honey pot. Splodge some there. There's going to be a lot of honey pot on there. We're going to use some of, actually, you know, I think we're going to get the colours with just 2 colours. So you know that starter set we talked about earlier?
Yes.
Just
Go with
gonna do
that.
Yeah, yeah.
And these are on the water reactives again, right?
Yes, yeah. So this is going to be, we don't even need a mid colour, an orange, because where the two meet, you're going to get orange, watch. So I'm going to go over with this, and it doesn't matter if you go on to the black because you're not going to see it. You're not going to know it's there. So honey pot, a little bit of water, like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
And continue. If it starts to dry, and this is again where I mentioned earlier, if you've got a white tile or even a plate, a big, you know, you can get those rectangular dinner plates and things now. You sometimes get them cheap as chips, you know, when you're out and about. Get one of those and splodge your inks on that. And it
Could
means
you
that,
still do your mixing on the little craft mat that we've got, the portable craft mat?
I don't know. Is that the new mixed media one?
Well, you've got that one, and also the heat resistant one. That you could still do it on one of those.
Oh, mini one, yes. But you know what? With that one, they're good for your mixed media and heat resistant and everything. But they're not fab for watercolours and translucent inks because you can't see the colour. Right, so you splodge your colour on that.
Ah, yes.
And you can't see it. Ben.
So the new mixed media mat that we had a few weeks ago would be better for that. Yeah,
that one. Try that one. But you still, I love the glass mat. But if you just want to save a little bit of money and be able to just add the tile to it, but that one, that is great. I mean that brown mat is the one I would carry around with me. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
So can you see how the wing now has got that, and we haven't used any orange, but we've got orange because where the pink and the yellow meet, we've got that lovely orange vibrant. It's actually more vivid
Yeah.
These, when you use what they could, as we saw, you can also mix skin tones with them.
Absolutely.
So it's a really good, cost-effective way to go, especially if you are new. It would be great to do a new beginnings one with ink pads, wouldn't it? To show people
yes.
to do that. That would be a good show, I think, to so you can advise and do a bit more around those basic colours.
We should mark that in for a future Wednesday, Sheena.
I think so, yes, as it's going to be forever. I think we're going to have to, get around to everything eventually. Yeah, whatever.
And ever.
So now we've got that there. Now what I'm going to do, you see that one's really super blingy, isn't it? But that one's not so much. So I need to dry that really quickly, and then we're going to use those fabulous pens. So I just want to dry that, Ben. Is there anything you need to say?
Yeah, loads of chat coming through. Pam Craven's with us. PP Pam. I'm back from a really cold Iceland and the Faroes, but I enjoyed the break. I did wonder about making a quick surprise visit last Thursday on my way back from Newcastle. I was tempted as I passed the Newton Aycliffe junction. You should have popped in and said hello, Pam. Who was here last Thursday? Was I here last Thursday? I suppose it must have been. I'm always here. Never take a holiday. Wendy says, I'm loving your demo, Sheena. Sheena, you are very talented. And just plenty of other comments coming through. Lots of people shopping for those stencils today. And I can't see, but if I was able to see, I'm sure a lot of people will be shopping for the 3 for 2s on the ink pads as well. Those colours which Sheena was showing you, I'm sure, are proving very, very popular today. 3 for 2s on ink pads, and we've got also half-price deals on stamps and dies on the website currently as part of our April Showers event. Right, what's next, Sheena?
Is we're going to pick out we're going to make a feature of some of the bling. So we're going to use kind of like matching colours here on top. And these ones they're kind of an alcohol base, but with that super, super sparkly. So I'm using this orange here, and I'm just going to go in there and just drag out along the side. I don't want to kind of colour the whole thing in. I want it to just be kind of a little bit of as if this accentuating kind of veins in the wings and emanating from that centre point. So a little bit heavier like that at the centre. I'll try and lift it up so you can see. If I lift that up, can you see how?
Oh yeah,
That little bit on that side there. You can see it pop on that side. And I'm just doing the same there. So less in the middle. You can block in a little bit in the centre, but just follow the outline line. Don't go over the black. I'm not really going over the black, because if you put anything over that black, because it's a solid that's in there, that super fine glitter, it'll sit on there, and it'll not look, it'll look messier, and you'll really see it. You'll see it a lot.
And just asking again, what is the black that you used?
I just used the noir. In their water reactive, yeah. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of this gorgeous goldy colour as well, and pull a bit of that in places. But again, just following the contours of where the kind of the shape of that the butterfly's wings are, where you've got the little detail in the stencil. And then we'll see what we've got there. We've got a little bit at the top. I missed the top entirely.
Oh yeah.
What am I like?
What you like.
Bit more there.
Debbie Robinson.
Yeah, what am I like?
Will you get to see a lot of the gang then? I suppose, so next week I know you're with Debbie Fisher.
Yeah, Debbie Fisher, yeah.
Who you're good friends with, I know, aren't you?
Yeah,
And then I just wonder, hopefully you'll get to see others of the gang. Unfortunately for you, I think most weeks you'll be stuck with me, Sheena, but...
Oh, bless you. No, I'm happy with that, Ben. But it's nice to see the rest of the gang as well. I'm sure that we'll paths will cross. Yeah, for sure. So then you've got this really super blingy butterfly. It's not too much, but it just really, if you shape it, definitely shape it, and then you're going to get that. And what I definitely would do is, when we went around the outside with the blending tool, where did I put that blending tool? Right, there in front of me. If you go around with that now, you'll catch any little bits of white that are around there where you cut the butterfly out. So make sure you go around like that, and it'll get rid of any of those little white bits and make it look much more finished and professional. And even if you go over again a little bit more into it, see now that looks much better, doesn't it, than the other side? And then you can pop that against the background we've done, or we can do another background in a minute.
Absolutely.
Up to you, Ben, if you want another one.
I think we will, yeah. We're going to have a little break in a minute, give you a chance to check out your baskets, and then we'll come back, do another demo. And I guess we will have a vote for demo of the show in this show, which is very exciting. Your first official vote, Sheena.
Yay, I'm excited, yeah, woohoo. So now we've got that there, and then that can sit on that. Let me wipe that down there, let me get rid of this. And have a look. And so what you're looking at, what looks best is if you've got, you haven't got bright everywhere.
Yeah.
You've got bright somewhere. If the foreground's full on colour, it's nice if the background is less so. If you've got the background colour, then the foreground can be silhouette. But you can see how that would really, fit with that environment. It's, flying right beside and, front. Or you can go back with what we had again with those little butterflies and have those just same kind of thing. And on the middle here, I've used those pens again. Can you see in the centre?
Well, just as you picked it up, you could see that you'd used, and that's incredible. Yeah.
So I actually used, I used the shimmer inks to colour that in, and then I went over with the these markers here.
The
flip markers.
ones. Flip.
Why can I not remember that?
Crazy
flip
cats.
Marker? Crazy cat markers, yeah. And then you've got the little ones in the middle, and then those ones there. And that's, in fact, I think I'm going to do that because it shows up better. And that one there, yeah. There you go. So, again, mix and match.
My, oh my, oh my. What a day this has been. Fascinated by the butterflies, says Mum for Boys. Still don't like them as I'm afraid of anything with wings that flies, but this is beautiful. You sound a bit like our Michelle, because she's obviously scared of butterflies but mainly dragonflies, isn't it, actually? Rhonda's joined us saying, wowzers trousers. Crafty Angie says, Sheena, this is amazing. And Lois says, gorgeous. Thank you, Sheena. If you want to go for those Crazy Cat markers, the metallic flip markers, then these are they. You're going to get the 2 packs here, and actually, alongside those 2 packs, you will get for free within the bundle your acrylic paint markers as well, which come in the black, the silver, the gold, and the white. Those are the colours that you're getting of your flip markers, and that really does, again, show you just when they catch the light, the different effects that you get, that flip of colour once these are laid down. They are absolutely tremendous. That one is your set of Cosmic Wonders. So you've got your Comet, your Nebula, you've got the Eclipse in there, Cosmos, Galaxy, and then your Luna. And then you've got your 6 pens within your Natural World collection. Again, just look how that change of colour comes when they catch the light with that flip to give you all of those different variants within the sunset and the moonlight. You've got that beautiful rainforest, prairie, and the marine, and that reef down the bottom left is absolutely gorgeous. You get all of those included within the bundle, and then, like I say, buy those 2 there, 12 pens, and then we give you for free within the bundle your essentials in your acrylic paint markers. So your gold, your silver, your black, and then that white, which is the one that Sheena was using during the demo, just to create that wonderful kind of sort of highlight, if you like, on the balloons. £23.98, $31.98 is the platinum price on those. Totally mesmerised, says Rhonda. Benita Robinson says, I'm absolutely mesmerised. Wow. Let us give you opportunity to get checked out. We are fast approaching, the final half hour. The time is flying over here. You guys, I hope, are loving it. I know you are as much as I'm loving it. Get your baskets checked out, though. Anything in those carts and baskets, get to the checkout. We'll come back with another demo and, of course, the all-important vote for demo of the show, and we'll see you back here in about 3 or 4 minutes.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
Feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking dough might not work as well because I've put too much.
Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
Went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some.
There you go. The Crafters TV biggest fails there, like warts and all, you see.
Watch your space.
We have got literally 25 minutes to go in that time. I'm going to squeeze in one more demo and also get your votes in. Just want to quickly show you the Chosen by Sheena 4-piece stencil collection. A third of the stock gone. We had a 7-piece set which sold out, so we're down to what we have left. It's a 4-piece stencil in number of packages, but you're actually going to get 10 stencils in total because within these spots and dots here, for example, get your big 8x8 stencil, you get your smaller little icon stencil and your border stencils in there as well. So those are 3 beautiful, delightful butterflies also included in here as well. Again, 3 more stencils there. Loads of beautiful ideas with butterflies today and balloons as well, which are included. These come from the Colour Your World selection. So you get 2 more within that next pack, the bubbles and then those beautiful balloons in there. And then the gorgeous butterfly that you have seen in that last demonstration is also included in the stencil. So if you want to be able to recreate the demos that you've just seen, lots of demos that you've seen across the day today, then you need to jump in and grab the stencils within this collection. So there's your butterfly, and then also you've got your heart in there as well. So it's actually 10 stencils in total within the 4-piece collection. Great price as well. £15.59 or $19.99 is the price. So right, about 15 minutes, Sheena. What do you reckon we can do?
I reckon we can do another background, more subtle background for that big butterfly. So I'm using the stencil from the spots and dots. This is the background stencil. And I've just taped it, anchored it with that low-tack tape again, ready on some pre-cut card. And I'm using this time some smoke plume. And I'm going to just ink through dots like that. And I don't want them all perfectly the same density of colour. So I'm deliberately putting a little bit ink on, heavier in places, and then blending it out so there's less in places, because that's going to make it more interesting. So again, see darker bits, lighter bits, but sometimes with stencils, it's so deceiving because you think there's nothing there. There's no colour on it. And then you remove the stencil and you go, whoa, there's actually a lot more than I thought. You don't have to go, whoa, but I do.
Well, it's nice when you do make your own sound effects.
Sorry? Whoa, yeah, drama queen. Yeah, whoa, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a Catherine Tate character that reminds me sometimes. You know, the toaster pops up. So that's there. And then I'm going to lift that up and just, hang on, bear with. Take that off there, take that off there. And then I want to just move it across a little bit. So change it up a little bit more. So not quite the same. Like that. I'm not going to anchor this down. And then we're going to make these stronger again in places. So it looks like you've got bubbles over bubbles.
Yes.
Yeah?
And you can never have too many bubbles.
Never have too many bubbles. Bubbles are safe. I was fine with bubbles. Bubbles didn't scare me. You know, bubbles are
well, because they don't make a horrible noise when they pop, do
No,
they?
not balloons. Yeah, balloons, not so much. So can you see how, see how you've got like all that depth going on there? This is a great one for underwater, this stencil.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Perfect for your underwater stuff. So I'm just going to do that there, and yeah, a little bit pale there. Pop a little bit more colour there. And then we're going to add even more accent to that background. And we're going to take the other stencil, this one here, and we're going to pop it on. So, and this time we're going to use black.
Okay.
Back to black.
Back to black. Amy
I see
Winehouse.
A red applicator, and I want to paint it black. So
Rolling Stones.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a applicator and I want to paint it black.
Yeah.
You're not catching me out with these tunes. You see, I was a radio DJ in a former life.
Yeah,
so,
radio. Was it like smashy and nicey? Like,
smashy and nicey, mate.
Yeah, fantastic.
Thanks, great mate. Great demos, great mate.
Totally pub-tastic.
Totally bubble-tastic, mate.
Has to be done, hasn't it?
Oh, dear. Johnny. Oh dear. Johnny's just saying Ben's going to be getting all these gags, all these funny songs and stuff because Sheena's not heard them before. So
I'm happy.
She's enjoying me at the minute. This time in June, July, she'll be cursing Wednesdays.
So 1 month into forever Wednesdays, I'm going to be like, yeah, really? Remember, forever, Ben. This is going to be forever, these jokes. So what I've got there is a funky background, and it's up to you how much you want to add. And I love these. There's a lovely lady, an amazing crafter, and I think she's based in Holland. In fact, I know she is, Hermione, and she's followed me for years, and she does amazing combinations of like graphic backgrounds like this, but then with the floral over the top. And it looks so cool. It looks super, super cool. And this would suit her. This stencil would suit her style so much. Right, so I'm going to go with the little 4 stitching. I'm not going to do the whole thing because, you know how it goes. I'll show you there's a card done earlier. So little dots and dashes and thin and thick. And yeah, this is as close to stitching as I get, Ben.
Okay.
Any crafting kind of help I can give you ends with paper crafting.
Yeah, well, that's good. Do you know what though? I really appreciate the amount of times you've used the art liners today, because as I say, I don't think we see them that often, and certainly not as many demos as you showed us. You've shown us lots of different ways that we can use them in our paper crafting. Yeah,
and it's just, I'm going to try and use them a little bit as well to add to a stamp for the Beautiful Beginnings show as well. Nice. So you can see how now the more neutral background with that works really well. Again, keeping it, the colours more subtle and the focal point that there.
Incredible. So many lovely comments still coming through. Let's read a few of those. Good morning from a rainy Florida, says Jen. Been watching on the big TV. Wow, wow, wow. Sound like Kylie Minogue. Wow, 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 wow. So many techniques, and this is just day one with Sheena. No decorating getting done again today, says Lynn Morton. I honestly never thought crafting was this much fun. See, this is the thing. You come and watch us here on Crafters TV, and then you never stop watching. Sil says, I'm sorry, I'm not chatting. I've been far too busy watching Sheena's brilliant demos. Lock the doors. Don't let her out. Told you. Green room. That's it. We'll wheel her out next Wednesday. Alex says, Sheena, you have inspired me to go back and do some messy crafting like this, as I haven't done anything like this in such a long, long time. Thank you.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, fabulous. Go for it.
Jen says, I feel like I want to get my supplies out and rewatch and do all these demos. Well, you can. That's where we're brilliant. All the shows are there for you, whether you're a Facebooker or a YouTuber. You can watch the shows back. If you are new to us, of course, probably the best thing to do is subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and then you can watch all the shows. You can get alerts when we go live. You can make your own little playlist, save your own folders. Brilliant. All day Wednesday, says Benita Robinson. I'm going to have to take leave. You are all amazingly talented and so generous with your knowledge. Yeah, you'll find like loads of people putting in holidays on Wednesdays now. Annie Cagle, love the inky combo on that background, and the butterfly and background are amazing, says Carol Guy. It is going to be tough to choose a winner, says Cheryl, and that's what we're going to ask you to do actually. So can we just recap, Sheena, what you've made, and we'll number them up.
We did the balloons. We did the balloons. That was a cool, simple one.
Okay.
We did the background. We did, what else did we do? Oh, we did the colour mixing, which wasn't really a thing.
Oh, no.
It was it doesn't look like we've done much. Is that all we've done?
No, we've done...
We did the big butterfly as well.
Yeah, big so the balloons is one, the balloon card.
Yeah, the black and white background.
Black and white two.
Also the rainy day background, which looks a bit strange without the balloons on there, but imagine balloons blowing.
Okay.
Go like that. Yeah, different colours. Yeah.
So that's 3 with the balloons.
Yeah. So
and then 4 with and then 4 with the butterfly.
Well, the butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll say that and that as a combo.
Okay. So lay them all down. So balloons 1.
Yeah.
Background on its own 2.
Yeah.
Balloons in the wind.
Yeah.
Sounds like a movie, that, doesn't it? 3, and the butterfly on the cool background 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Fabulous.
And it seems to me you live your life like balloons in the wind. Not quite as good, that is it. Elton, or Reg as we should call him, is a platinum member. So if you're watching, Sir Reg, welcome. Plaid pads. Let's have a look at these. Launched yesterday. Your 2 pads you're going to get 36 single-sided sheets. I always say double-sided. 36 single-sided sheets. We're holding the price that these were launched at yesterday. So £20.78, $27.12 if you're platinum, and you will get 100 bonus points on top of the 20 or 27 points you will pick up. Lovely collection of colours, as we've said. So you've got them in the blue blush and the blue pastel and the blush pastel. Lovely collection of colours. And as we said, I always think these patterns are great for those more masculine makes, aren't they?
Absolutely. But, you know, I love that kind of contrast with like a linear graphic pattern like that. Then with the floral over the top of it, looks really cool. Super cool. Definitely.
Just as a by the by, I'll tell you what I'll do in just a second as well, actually, is just quickly pick out some of there's a big box over there, which I'll get in just a second to show you some of the samples with these, because there were some gorgeous ones yesterday. And actually, a lot of you were saying, oh, is there going to be a craft along with these plaid pads? Yes, there is. I can't give you the date on that yet, so don't ask me. But once we do know the date, you'll be the very first to know, because there was a lot of excitement. I think, do you know what? I was preferring the blues yesterday, but I think I prefer the blush colours now.
It's hard to choose, isn't it? Really is hard to choose. And I'm wondering if you could put a bit of ink on there as well.
Oh, yeah, I think you definitely could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because a lot of them are neutral enough to take a stronger colour on the top if you want to do a bit of shadow stenciling.
Yes.
And layering them up.
And actually think across the 2 pads there as well, they really do look absolutely gorgeous. I'm trying to stand these up so that I can move off set without you thinking that I've gone anywhere. Hang on a second. Maybe I can't, those are going to fall over. You'll just have to excuse me. Here we go. Look, there they are on the video. Oh, look, quick, Ben, run off set. As if by magic. And then when you come back, you'll have the box and nobody will know the wonders of TV. That was very smooth, guys. Okay, quickly put me back in shot now because I'm back in. Oh, yes, and then I've got all of these amazing... but look at, I mean, how seriously cute. So we were chatting yesterday about what might the craft along be. Cute little rucksack, little backpack, which is... how cute is that? These are all made from, Sandy made these. I think some of these are template library. I think, look at this, Paddington Bear's suitcase. I mean, not literally his suitcase, but how super cute is that once again?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That is so cute.
Using some of our craft card, and then using the really cute blush pastel pads that you've got on there. This one I particularly liked, because not only are you going to be able to make, mats and layers for your cards, for your projects, for your little pieces like this, but little gift ideas. This one, a cup of tea makes everything better. Open that one up and look inside. Little pockets for a few little chockies in there, and then 2 little tea bags to go in there too. And really nice, isn't it? Yeah, very posh tea there. Tell you what, whoever made that. Very nice as well that we've used a combination of colours across the 2 pads, which I think works really well. Show you a couple more of these because there are some incredible samples. This is, no Tetley or PG here, Twilings. No wrong cup. You've got this cute little bag. Craig made this yesterday, actually, on launch party. Again, really just nice, simple kind of idea of making your own little bags, matting and layering it up with some of those beautiful pads. Where's me fave? This is the one I think you guys wanted. So Craig did say, we don't know who's going to get it, but Craig did say if he gets to craft along, he will make this. What he did say, though, as a proviso, it will be the structure of this actual little suitcase, because over the course of a 2-hour show, it's going to be, sorry, I just said George go, see you later in my ear. It's like, no, you got another 10 minutes yet? You can't go. Yes, he won't be making all the bits and pieces to go in it, but you can basically make the pages and then you can add all of the other bits and pieces on there afterwards. So that's super cute. And then one more. Did Craig make this one yesterday? No, he didn't, but it's still super cute. Again, just using the pads to make up your own little box there with a little shaker lid, using some acetate, which I think is really super cute. But all of those are included, all of the colours included within the 2 pads for just £20.78 or £27.12. I do have a result for demo of the show, which we could do. By the way, Zoe says the rucksack is awesome and the suitcase. It's super cute, isn't it? The demo of the show. I hope you remember which number was which, because I think I've forgotten.
They all moved them. You see, it's like, all right.
Demo of the show.
Okay, I might remember.
Number 2.
Which was?
That was the background, wasn't it?
Was it that background? That
yes. One? Very nice. Very nice. So that one will go forward to the demo of the day vote against your...
Was this one here? That one was this morning?
This morning. And then we'll have one more later on, won't we, on Beautiful Beginnings.
Yeah.
And the, well, we'll chat about Beautiful Beginnings in just a second, actually. Just before we do that, let's have a look at some other deals that we have got for you on the website. Also, just worth mentioning, whilst you are perusing the website, that we do have our April Showers event there for you as well, so you can get up to 50% off selected stamps and dies. But other deals on the website for you right now are the art liners. So you've seen these over the course of the show, and indeed earlier on, actually. These are great to have in your stash, aren't they?
Absolutely, just have them. Just, you know what, if you want to just sign your work even, you know, put a little extra swirly bit somewhere, fill in a little bit there, you know, you go, oh, I missed that little bit on the stamp, you can use the art liners for that. And, well, you've seen all the other ways, grass and little foreground elements, great to have.
Yeah, and again, you get the 6 different sizes within those, from that really sort of fine 0.05mm up to that brush marker in there as well. So £8.31, that's a great saving today, 20% off, $11.51. Very busy for those today. Lots of people wanting those art liners now so they can copy all of the hints and tips you've seen with Sheena today. We've also got those acrylic paint markers. Now, this is the essential set on its own. So if you do want to go for this, maybe you've already got the metallic flips, because that deal that we showed you earlier on with the metallic flip, the Crazy Cat markers, you get those for free within that bundle. However, if you just decide you want to go for the acrylic paint markers with that white pen that Sheena's been using today, that's the bundle there. So it's £5.11 or $7.03 if you're a Platinum member. And then the Sparkle Glitter Brush pens. Again, we saw these earlier. And again, Sheena, like these are very handy to have, and they just add sparkle to everything, right?
Oh, absolutely. If you want anything to bling, they're the ones to have. That's my go-to, and it's been that my go-to in the time I haven't even been with crafters.
Yeah.
And when I before while I was away and back. Brilliant thing to have. That they sit in my essential little kit that I carry around with me all the time.
I mean, it's quite nice, isn't it? If you go on the website, you will find that we've got sort of specific colours of our glitter brush pens and then the glitter markers as well. But these are brilliant, the clear ones, because it means you can just overlay onto any colour that you like. So then you're providing that beautiful bling, that splash of glitter over whatever the colour might be. Again, you're getting a 20% saving off that today. Core Spectrum Noir product that we don't need to discount, but we do anyway. And then you will get your Club Inspired discount on top of that. So if you're Platinum, again, that comes down to £8.31 or $12.15. If you're in the market for some metallic bling, what about these, the metallic markers? You're getting the 18-piece collection here, so it's a 6-piece pen set in each of those sets, double-ended, and you buy the 2 and you get the 3rd for free. It's the precious metals you get for free alongside your antique metals, and then also the... forgotten the name of the other ones. They are called the rare minerals. That's it. £19.18 or $27.12 if you want to grab those. And then the flip markers. So this is the deal I was telling you about a few moments ago. If you want to get those acrylic paint markers for free, that's where they are within this deal. And those flip markers, I mean, again, incredible. If you like your bling, if you like that amazing show of colour, different show of colour, depending on how the light hits, then you definitely want to go in and grab those. Normally nearly £38, nearly $51, £23.98 today, or $31.98 if you're shopping in the US and you are a Platinum member. Elaine is on the socials. Elaine Cirillo, who joined us for a craft along very recently, just saying, OMG, I'm amazed at all of the techniques I'm learning today. A warm welcome to the team, to Sheena. It's been such, I can honestly say, I've had a blast today. I feel like I know, I've learned a lot here over the 2 years that I've been here, but I feel like today that my knowledge has grown more than it ever has done before in one day. And I feel like I've picked up a lot of hints and tips from you.
Oh, cheers, Ben. That's fabulous. Well, I've enjoyed it. It's fab. You know, there's nothing else of any value other than song lyrics and movie references in my head other than that. So you've got the good stuff.
Well, that's
the stuff. I'll share next week maybe all the other rubbish as well.
We have got one final show today with Sheena as well, Beautiful Beginnings, and we're going to be looking at the Sent With Love collection more in this show, aren't we? It is,
yes, absolutely. So different kind of feel with the show, and it is a beautiful beginning for me because I have never used a box kit before, and I've never used a Sarah signature collection before, so it was like, okay, you know, give me some inks and paints and that's me, but this was a different thing entirely. So that was fun for me, and it was good to be back where you guys are in that mindset too. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be having to play with that too.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Also on Beautiful Beginnings later on, we've got those floral frame cut and emboss folders. We have also got a really great hero tool, which is some sort of blending essentials. So if you're wanting to kind of copy any of the demos today, you're going to want to pick that up. It comes with a free buddy bag as well from Totally Tiffany, which we'll chat more about later on. And we've got lots of essentials on the show, more water-active ink pads. Gilding waxes are in stock as well. All 5 currently in stock. Just the antique is quite limited, if that's the antique gold, if you want to go for that one. We've got glossy highlights on a buy 2 get 1 free. The shimmer ink pads are back tonight as well, and of course we're going to be concentrating on that the box, the Sarah Signature Sent With Love box. That's coming to you tonight at an incredible price as well. Just a quick question before we go. I know we've got a little bit of time here, and by the way, Beautiful Beginnings tonight, we will be going to Essentials Corner. I insist on it now. I insist, because we get to sit on the comfy chairs for about an hour or so. It's 20 minutes, Ben. No, it's nice because we'll chat around lots of items that are on the show. Last week we were chatting about blending tools, we were chatting about some of the glues. anything you want to know. We can go right back to basics. We were chatting about cardstock last week as well. Lots of different things. And also any questions you want to fire in, just sort of generally about craft, which maybe you're stuck on something right now, ask us. A question from Philip who says, just a quick question. Where is Sheena from? She sounds like a northern girl.
I am. I'm a proper Geordie girl. Yeah, proper. Newcastle.
Where are you?
Yeah, Toon Army and all that.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Toon Army, like.
I live in Evesham now, which makes a lot of sense. So I'm living way away from, you know, where I could have been on the doorstep. I
know.
So yeah, bit of travelling for every Wednesday, but yeah, not local now, but for the past 5 years I've been in Evesham.
So you're the northerner that's gone south, and I'm the southerner that's gone north.
Yeah, but your timing was better than my timing.
Yes.
Hello. There you go.
Well, listen, it's lovely to have you back on the team. It's been a fantastic couple of shows. Jill just saying, you are brilliant, Sheena. I've loved everything that you've done today. Lindsay says, looking forward to Essentials Corner. It's helpful, very helpful bit of the show. And also, EB says, and this is a beautiful beginning, Ben. Well, thank you very much indeed. Thank you for a wonderful show. Thank you for all the positivity that you've shown, Sheena. And there's more to come, more great demos, more great inspiration coming your way in a couple of hours. In the meantime, get to the website, check out the deals specifically on these stencils which are flying, and of course don't forget to check out those April showers deals. Final day on the 50% off selected stamps and dies. You'll see everything that you need at the website, whether you're at .co.uk.com or .eu. Sheena and I will be back in a couple of hours with beautiful beginnings, but until then, thanks for watching. Bye for now.